Good evening. I'm often asked if everyone at Only Connect is beach body ready. Of course. Khaki shirt, combat trousers, metal detector, let's go. I'm joined by two teams who sadly lost their opening heats but are getting a second chance. So good luck again to, on my right, Chris Granderson, a hospital administrator and collector of postcards, stamps, coins and football programmes. Kelly Richards, a music enthusiast who has attended over 1,000 concerts and recorded every one in a spreadsheet. And their captain, Lauren Hamer, a keen saxophonist who has performed at a high-security prison. United by a fetish for feathers, they are the Birdwatchers. So you lost your opening heat to the Dicers. How's team morale ahead of this next game?
We're still feeling quite good. We've got a nice score, so more questions on Sam Fox, please, and we'd be very happy.
Your new opponents are, on my left, Andy Chrisley, a Mensa member who represented Gran Canaria in an egg and spoon race and won bronze. James Buchanan, a maths graduate who loves Labradors and has an identical twin. And their captain, Daniel Foskett, a mortgage and protection manager whose wife's first cousin twice removed wrote the Texas state anthem. United in their craving for a cuppa, they are the Brews. Now, you lost your first game to the Forests. How are you feeling about tonight's match?
Yeah, morale still had a good start last time, and we had a tough wall and we stumbled on the vow, so we're just hoping to see it through.
Two of the strongest of the losing teams, so I think it'll be a good match tonight. Everyone, I hope you have fun. Your opponent's in first. So, Birdwatchers, please choose a hieroglyph.
2 reads, please.
2 reads. What is the connection between these musical clues? Here's the first.
Say those words divine, I'll be yours.
I just want to be king, is it? No. Cool, OK. Voulez-vous? Playing in foreign languages. We move on to another.
Next, please.
All the ladies fell for Rudolph Valentino.
Oh, all the titles.
He had a big
Do you know what this is?
He knew every time.
Go.
All those are in a foreign language.
That's absolutely right. The songs are in English, but the titles are in a foreign language.
Yeah.
What did we hear?
We heard from The Lion King, and I think it was Voulez-vous by ABBA.
ABBA.
That's right.
Should know that.
Oh, it's Sylvia. Yeah.
Sylvia, yeah.
E Viva España, that's absolutely right. The first one, Hakuna Matata, of course, sung by Pumbaa. The war.
The first character to break a wind in a Disney film.
Very good farting knowledge. He was indeed.
Yeah.
Wow!
If there are only 3 more, we could have quite a good sequence. Brews, what would you like?
We'll go lion, please.
What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Maybe they're another.
They just buttons.
Just called buttons. Is it literal translation? Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, next, please.
Therapeutic time off.
What's that? 2 days, surely. And next, please.
Something and something. R&R.
2 seconds.
Something and something.
So,
Something and something.
they're the same letter with an ampersand in the middle. So, B&B, R&R,
M&M.
M&M.
And oneness in Rastafarianism?
Oh, don't know.
It's I&I, of course. I&I. And R&R, Rest and Recreation. B&B, cheap overnight accommodation. I mean, I've stayed in some. That's a matter of opinion, isn't it?
Yeah.
But well done. Duplicated single-letter terms. What would you like, Birdwatchers?
Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted facts. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
It's a test cricket ground, isn't it, Elizabeth? I don't know anything else about it.
Okay, should we have another then? Next, please.
That's where they most recent Grand Prix there. There's a tour of it. European Games.
Not there. Okay, next, please.
Yes, it could be. But I think Baku's had another one. Try it again.
Yeah, next, please.
I think it might be they've had a Grand Prix, but yeah.
They've all hosted a Grand Prix.
They have not all hosted a Grand Prix, so there's a bonus chance for you, Brews.
I think these are all windy cities, maybe?
They are all places where Pumbaa the warthog would feel at home. They are windy cities. That's absolutely right. Chicago, probably the most famous. Port Elizabeth, South Africa, also known as the Friendly City. Baku, the City of Winds, and the capital of New Zealand, also known as Windy Wellington. They're windy cities. Well done, you get a bonus point. And what would you like for your own question?
Horn viper, please.
The horn viper. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Next, please. That's a helicopter, isn't it? Chinook?
Yeah, it could also be a wind again. But...
Murakami is... I don't know. Next, please.
I don't know. AlphaGo is that's not a search engine, is it? I'm not sure. Maybe it's Tim Berners-Lee. I don't know. Maybe next one.
And next, please.
Deep Blue was beaten by
computers
machines.
beaten. Yeah. The people below were beaten by the machines above their respective games or sports.
That's absolutely right. And there's something else about the people below. What is that?
They were champions, maybe?
They are the champions. The world champions in particular games were beaten by computers. Can you tell me the games?
Kasparov's definitely chess.
Is AlphaGo Go?
That's Go, yes. The first one, Logistello,
No.
as a computer champion of Othello, the game Othello. And that second one is very sad. Marion Tinsley, the mathematician, was a great champion of checkers. He only ever lost 7 games in 45 years, but 2 of them were against the computer Chinook. And his last matches, they played 6 games. They were all draws. And Tinsley retired for health reasons and died soon after. Quite a poignant story. But all computer wins at games against world champions. Well done. Birdwatchers, back to you. What would you like?
Water, please.
Water. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
OK, we don't know what that is. Yeah, so we should move on.
Next, please.
21, I think. Oh, dear.
Is there anything loading?
Yeah, the things that go before them. Muted consonants, I don't know.
Next, please.
Yeah, hard consonants. They can be hard and soft. Can they be hard and soft? They'll be hard and soft.
They can all be hard and soft.
You didn't need to see the last clue. Tap water. They can all be hard and soft. Very well done. Well spotted. Brews, you'll be getting the Eye of Horus. These are going to be picture clues. We haven't had those yet. What connects the pictures you're about to see? Here comes the first.
Danny Baker and Labrador, my Labrador. Baker Labrador.
Okay. Next.
Yeah.
Next, please.
Oh, I don't know.
And a pony. Shetland pony. Should we go next?
Yeah.
Next, please. So we want to make out.
Zoe and Zebra. Is it anything to do with that? Z and Z? Baker and...
Oh, there's a Okay. Next, please.
He's clearly a pig.
2 seconds.
Did they voice over these respective animals?
They did not voice over the respective animals. Do you know over there?
Have they had them named after them? I don't know.
Breeds that have been named after the actor or the celebrity in the picture.
That's not it. In a way, I envy all your lives. I have a 3-year-old child and you just are not living in the same way I do. Danny Dog, Pedro Pony, Zoe Zebra, George Pig. They're characters in Peppa Pig. I could tell you more about these characters than any of the people in my immediate family. George Pig, you must know.
Oh, he's his brother. Is it Peppa's
brother
brother?
or sister?
Dinosaur! Dinosaur! Has nobody here seen Peppa Pig?
I watch it loads.
Not for some years. No points there. I'm sorry you don't get any points, but I envy the varied range of cultural things you must be consuming. That means at the end of round 1, the Birdwatchers have 3 points, the Brews have 3 points. On to round 2, the sequences round. You have a child, you watch nothing but Peppa Pig. It's all about what follows what. Birdwatchers, you'll be going first again. Please choose a hieroglyph.
Eye of Horus, please.
OK, you'll be seeing the first in a sequence. You may see a maximum of 2 more clues before telling me what comes forth. Your time starts now.
Oh, OK. Next.
Next, please.
If you've got a problem, no one else can help. Maybe, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A team. So ... the A team. Just check it, yeah. If you've got a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A team. So yeah, the A team.
... the A team.
is the correct answer. A bit of children's TV you're more familiar with there. What's happening in this sequence?
It's the title sequence of the 18.
It's the voiceover.
If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-team.
Exactly so.
And the music.
Can you do the whole thing?
Please
In 1972, I won't, but I probably could.
We'll do it together. In 1972...
Crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they did not commit. Something on
These
the Los
men
Angeles,
promptly
yes.
escaped from a maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles
Where
underground.
they survive as prisoners of
Soldiers of fortune.
Yes.
If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-team. Very well done. What crime did they not commit? Do you know that?
Was it stealing wages? Was it
It was a bank robbery, robbing the Bank of Hanoi, but it wasn't them, they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell me some names of the A-team around the world? El Equipo A in Spain. This is my favourite. In France, the A-team is called l'Agence Tous Risques, the All Risks Agency. A bit cautious, isn't it?
It's like insurance company.
Yes, exactly. They've really taken the fun out of it. Very well done. Excellent A-team knowledge. Brews, back to you for a choice.
Horned Viper, please.
The Horned Viper. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Could be fast.
Next, please.
Sure.
Next, please. John Paul II Pope, isn't it? Who have we got?
We're going backwards, so this is John Paul I was before, so
John Paul
JP1.
first. JP1.
Yeah.
We're going to go JP1.
Is the right answer. And why is that?
The Pope's going back from now.
That's right. It's the initial and then the Arabic numeral rather than the more normal Roman one. It's strange, isn't it, that there was never a Pope Francis before this one? I've got a few other names here that there's only ever been one Pope. Dionysus, Simplicius, Valentine, Hilarious, Zosimus. You can't have a Pope Hilarious. I mean, no disrespect to the late Holy Father, but I mean, really, how could you be taken seriously? I insist on being called Pope Hilarious from here on in. I want it on the credits. Well done, good papal knowledge. Birdwatchers, what would you like?
Lion, please.
Lion. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
Oh, point line. These are one, two, three, two. That's one dimension. A square would be in 2 dimensions. If you want something that's in 3 dimensions, for example, a cube or a 3-dimensional solid. Yeah. Say cube, yeah.
Cube.
Would be an acceptable answer, or indeed any solid. I see you work that out quite quickly. Kelly, what's going on here?
It's mathematical expressions or definitions in essentially in 0, 1, 2 and 3 dimensions.
They are elements of geometry in 0 to 3 dimensions. No dimensions for a point, 1 for a line, 2 for a plane. So anything with 3 dimensions, a cube or any solid. Well done. Brews, back to you. What would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. OK. What will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
So, food gets you for 7 weeks, water for 7 days. No, I'm not sure. It is.
No. OK. Next, please.
Shelter. So weeks, days, hours, and minutes.
20 minutes.
What do you need? 4 basic needs, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's shelter and
Air minutes.
air minutes. Yeah, maybe.
Oxygen. Should we say oxygen minutes?
Yeah.
OK. We're going to say oxygen minutes.
Oxygen or air minutes is the right answer. Do you know why?
Periods you can survive without these things for?
Yes, but what are the periods? This could be quite key if you ever find yourself trapped on a desert island.
Actually, I don't know. 2 days for water?
It's the rule of 3.
Oh.
You can survive for 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, 3 hours without shelter, 3 minutes without air. People don't realise this. So if you're stranded, it's obviously in a harsh survival situation. You know, if you're in a nudist colony, you should be able to survive without clothes and a tent and so on. But if you're stranded, Don't start eating the dog until you've figured out where you're going to sleep, because you can go much longer without food than you can without shelter. The survival rule of 3. I wonder if anybody watching this programme will ever be stranded in survival conditions. I remember that. Wait, don't eat the dog until what? You never know what kind of public service broadcasting this is. Well done. Even if you weren't exactly sure of the sequence, you did get the final clue. Birdwatchers, what would you like?
Twisted flax, please.
Twisted flax. OK, what will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Okay, that was a bad move on here.
Next, please.
That's the mode. That's the mode, yeah.
Yeah, mode.
No, I don't know.
Okay. Next, please.
What's a mod? It's model mode. Mod and then mode. So, yeah, Mr. Farah. Or Sir.
Sir Farah.
Absolutely acceptable. We've just put Farah, but I like it that you've put in the proper title. What is the sequence here?
It's going from, I'm not quite sure.
Model,
yeah,
example.
model, mode, mod, and then mo, so reducing it by a letter each time.
That's exactly right. Yes, the mode is the most frequently occurring value. What do you think is the mode score for teams on Only Connect? 20. Close. It's 19. That's been achieved 42 times. The mean score is 20.1 and the median is 20. But the mode is 19. You're not there yet, but you're all doing very well. One question remains of this round, Brews. It's the water question. These are going to be a series of visual clues. What would you expect to see in the fourth picture? Here's the first.
Next, please.
90 degrees, 180 degrees, internal angle. No.
Next, please.
Is it reflective or something like that? That's upside down P with a...
Oh, so it's delta gamma beta alpha. So you're basically putting A upside down A. Because these are upside down.
Upside down A.
Upside down Greek letters.
So it's an upside down.
Yeah.
OK. We're going to go for an upside down A.
That's absolutely right. These are upside-down Greek letters, delta, gamma, beta, alpha. If you turn your TV on its head, you'll see that's what you're looking at. We're going backwards towards alpha, upside down. Well done. That means at the end of round 2, the Brews have 9 points, the Birdwatchers have 11. Time now for the connecting wall. 16 jumbled-up clues that the teams must sort into 4 connected groups of 4. Brews, you'll be going first this time, so would you like lion or water?
We'll go water, please.
OK, you have 2.5 minutes to solve the water wall, starting now.
OK. Tucson,
Let's see how
Arizona.
those half-blood prints.
Yeah, Phoenix and stone as well.
It's also Arizona.
Stone, so let's leave that. We left that stone. Let's leave that Phoenix.
Phoenix, I think, because it's Arizona.
Leave out fire.
Leave out hallows. Nice.
Good. Should we go Arizona, please? It's Tucson.
Yep.
Oh, no, Phoenix is...
Okay, you've got parties as well. A surprise
Birthday
party,
party.
rescue party, birthday, but Labour party.
OK.
So, square party.
Coach party.
Coach
the other
party.
one. So,
Okay,
So
so
left out
leave
Labour,
my
leave out Labour.
Yeah.
Leave out birthday. Leave out rescue.
Oh, and the other one is all of something. So you've got All Saints, All Hallows, All Present and Correct, probably All Square. So Tucson, Scottsdale, Flagstaff, and Saints. Must
Sound
be-
like
What are they? Places in Arizona?
yeah.
Scottsdale, I know, is a golf course, but I don't know about the rest of them.
Oh, no.
Do you think it may just be places in Arizona?
Yes. I can't. I don't know for sure they're not
So
golf
can I put
courses.
3 in just to make sure?
Yeah.
So we've got All Present and Correct,
Yeah.
All Hallows, All Square. Well, All Saints, the other places, what do you reckon?
So I think
It's got to be All Saints. It's got to be All
So
Saints.
we've got last words of Harry Potter,
Yeah.
towns or cities or
Yeah,
something.
places in Arizona.
Places in
I think
Arizona.
they had Phoenix as well.
Yeah, so that's what's tricking us. OK,
Fine.
should we go Saints?
Yep.
That's it. You've solved the wall. Very well done. So can you tell me the connections? Prince, fire, stone, phoenix.
They are the last words of Harry Potter books.
You got those very quickly. You're a Harry Potter fan.
I am not.
You isn't a Harry Potter fan?
My girlfriend Lizzie is a massive Harry Potter fan, so I know from her.
Well, I'm sorry you don't like me yourself. Tell me about the green group. Rescue, birthday, coach, Labour.
They're all parties.
All types of party. Rescue party, birthday party, coach party, Labour party. And the next group that I always say is pink, and then on television it turns out to be maroon or something like that. Correct. Square.
So they can all be preceded by all.
Yes, they can. And the turquoise group, surprise, Flagstaff, Tucson.
And we think these are places.
It is Tucson, Arizona. They are cities in Arizona. Surprise is northwest of Phoenix. Very well done. Connections and the bonus, that's a maximum of 10. Let's bring in the Birdwatchers now, give them the other connecting wall, the lion wall, and see how they get on with solving it. Birdwatchers, you have 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
Songs by Blondie, Dreaming Maria, Denis, and Call Me, and also Atomic.
Atomic.
There are 6.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, that's so lucky.
Bouncing bomb, stink bomb, dirty bomb, pipe bomb.
Low characters also.
Okay, take time here.
Fairfax, Fanny Edicts. Fairfax is one of the airmen.
Officer Crabtree.
What would the others
be?
Mandeville. Stoke. Mandeville. Stoke Newington. I don't know.
There could be a Stoke Dagenham.
Stoke Dagenham does exist. It's a place.
Stoke Maria.
I don't know Stoke Maria.
Is there a Stoke?
Could be Stoke Edith. Now Maria, it's Mimi LeBlanc and Yvette. It's what's the name of the Kirsten Cook character in Hello Hello?
Kirsten Cook.
Yeah, they played. I am Michelle. It's not Maria.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be Fanny Edith.
Officer Crabtree. It's got to be.
Before we push that, so what have we got here? We've got Blondie songs.
Yeah.
Bombs. Characters in a lower low, and we've got Stoke places in the UK.
But do we go for Maria?
Go for Fairfax because he's in the Airman. No,
it's not. I'll try.
Careful.
Maria.
Right, what else could be Stoke? Stoke Fairfax sounds like a place, doesn't it? So Maria. Right.
So we've got 1 life left now.
Did we go Dagenham?
Yeah. 1 life.
Dagenham
You're just halfway through the time.
Could be a player, a person in a lower low.
Yeah, it could be both.
I don't remember. Officer Crabtree must be in it.
Must be, yes, I think.
There can't be a Stoke Fanny, can there?
No.
Stoke Edith doesn't sound right.
No. So let's have those 3. We've got one more try.
Crabtree. Right, so we went Fairfax, didn't we?
Yeah, we went Maria as well.
So should we go for Stoke? Unless
Mandeville doesn't sound like it's in. Dagenham sounds the most French to me.
That's the place with the back.
So
which one am I going for?
I'd go for Dagenham because it sounds the most French, but
that's your 3 lives and the wall has frozen. But you found 2 groups, so that's 2 points, and I can give you more if you tell me the connections. Dennis, Call Me, Dreaming, Atomic.
These are all singles by Blondie.
They are songs by Blondie. I didn't fool you by saying Dennis, did I? Denis. Dirty, Bouncing, Stink, Pipe.
All bombs.
Bomb.
They're all bombs. And you can still get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. There we go. Edith, Dagenham, Newington, Mandeville.
So they can all have Stoke in front of them to create places?
That's right. And the last group, Fanny, Maria, Fairfax, Officer Crabtree.
These are all characters from Hello Hello.
Characters from Hello Hello. Good Hello Hello knowledge from you there, Kelly.
I love Hello Hello. It was of its time, but it was great.
So you did find 2 groups and you gave me all 4 connections, so that's a total of 6 points. Let's have a look at the overall scores. The Birdwatchers have 17 points, the Brews have 19. So you're already at the mode score for Only Connect. You're a little way behind. Of course, it's possible to lose lots of points in round 4, so we could go down, but it's likely that we're going to be above the median. Very well done. Good quizzing all round. And how baffling if you've just tuned in. What are we talking about? Round 4 will decide who progresses into the next stage of the competition and who goes home. You've all been brilliant, so good luck here. Fingers on buzzers, teams. I can tell you that the first group of disguised clues are all words that contain 4 R's. Birdwatchers.
Refrigerator.
Correct. Brews.
Extracurricular.
Correct. Brews.
Counter-terrorism.
That's right. Brews.
Extraterrestrial.
Very good. Next category, inappropriate wedding songs. Birdwatchers.
Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow?
Correct. Birdwatchers.
Is she really going out with him?
Well done. Brews.
You've lost that loving feeling.
Correct. Birdwatchers.
We are never, ever getting back together.
Very cheery. Next category, first lines of rhyming proverbs. Birdwatchers.
Red Sky at Night.
Shepherd's Delight. Birdwatchers.
An apple a day.
Keeps the doctor away. Birdwatchers.
Early to bed, early to rise.
Makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. Brews.
When the cat's away.
The mice will play. Next category, well-known biscuits. Birdwatchers.
Custard creams.
Correct. Birdwatchers.
Scottish shortbread.
Correct. Brews.
Garibaldi.
Correct. Brews.
Rich tea.
Correct. And that's it. That is the end of the round and the end of the quiz. And after some brilliant quizzing, looking at the final scores, I can tell you that the Brews finish with 26 points. The Birdwatchers have 26 points. It's not the end at all. These aren't the final scores. Very unlucky both teams because you both scored very highly, but neither of you has yet won. It's a tiebreak. This will be captains only. I will not tell you the connection. There will just be one clue that you have to decipher. The other members of the team may not join in. I'd advise you not to even look at the clue. Fingers on buzzers, captains. If you buzz in and get it wrong, you immediately forfeit the quiz. If you're right, you immediately take your team through to the next round. The clue is coming up now. Birdwatchers.
Fortune favours the brave.
Is the right answer. With that, the Birdwatchers fly through to the next round. And Brews, you are so unlucky. You have quizzed brilliantly, actually, both times. This is a very high score. You've missed out by one tie-breaking point. Thank you very much for playing. I'm very sorry to say goodbye. Well done to you, Birdwatchers. We'll see you in the next round. My goodness, what a high level of quizzing and tension this evening. Do join me next time for another episode of Only Connect, the show for proper quizzers, who, if I said you got 5 seconds to name all Jane Austen's novels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you gave it a go, didn't you? I love you. Goodbye.